Okay, we're ready? Okay, we'd like to welcome everybody to Logan County Fiscal Court this morning. I got the last Sparrow River report that came out on 5/8/21. If you've been listening to the radio, I think it's on there about every 4 hours. For Logan County, we added 12 people in that time period of from Tuesday to Friday evening. We got 189 active cases in the county. We've had 56 deaths, with 2,533 people have recovered. I was sitting there looking at the governor's announcement yesterday afternoon, which I can't keep my phone active and be doing this, but he talked like at 99.42% of the people that's passed away from COVID since February 1st were unvaccinated people. So, and then he gives a promise on May the 28th that he's going to open up, do away with some restrictions, and going to open back up the restaurants and the bars for sitting and eating, and encouraging everybody to get their vaccination. And I think he's going to increase things to 75% capacity inside, and hoping that 75% had all been vaccinated. So we want to encourage everybody to get vaccinated. With that said, we know that we've got people in our community that's hurting, and we need to remember those people. And with that being said, Joe, would you like to do a prayer this morning?
Be blessed. Dear Heavenly Father, please be with this body today as they meet to conduct your business, conduct the business of the county in a way that is pleasing to you, and please be with all of those who are sick, those people who have been afflicted by the COVID-19, but also just with a lot of ailments in general, a lot of difficult situations out there that I think in the last year and a half we've kind of glossed over just all the normal issues that people and families are having to deal with. So God be with all of those who are hurting and ill. Please bless those who serve us, our first responders, our law enforcement, people in our facilities like our jail, and most notably to never forget our servicemen and women who protect our country and our way of life, our election systems that allow people like us to hold office and serve this great community, this great country, and your Lord. All in the wonderful name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Let's call a meeting together with the pledge to the American flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we get started this morning, I need to amend the agenda and need to make item number 8 an interlocal cooperative agreement relating to the continuation of the South Central Kentucky Drug Task Force, and that's due to their move to Simpson County. You know, we'll need to pass another resolution saying, you know, who's in charge, or another interlocal agreement. That's number 8, and then move number 8 down to number 9. We need that motion before we start the meeting. That came in late on me.
Motion to approve the agenda change as presented.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Question. Y'all should have a copy of that interlocal agreement in your folder. It came in late Friday afternoon. So, okay, with that being said, if there's no questions, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, first thing on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the April 27th, 2021 meeting.
Motion to approve the April 27th, 2021 minutes.
Second?
Okay, got a motion and a second. Question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, next is your bill list and your supplemental bill list.
Motion to approve bill list and supplemental bill list as presented?
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Question? Not hearing any, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle, Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, your treasurer report.
Good morning.
Morning.
In your folders, we have the financial statement ending April 30th, 2021. The balance in the general fund was $2,267,008.69. Road fund, $456,671.44. Jail fund, $327,869.20. LGEA, $90,984.66. Federal grants, $54.61. Solid waste recycling, $583,270.04. Occupational tax, $6,428,797.61. Life skills, $153,392.69. 911, $63,530.29. Health insurance fund, $385,147.75. ARPA fund, 0. Special reserve, $4,181,498.37, for a total of all funds, $14,938,225.35.
So acknowledged. Second.
Okay, got a motion to acknowledge the treasurer's report and a second. Is there any questions? If not any, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
You also have a list of budget transfers in your folder that we need to get approved.
Make a motion that we approve the budget transfers as presented. Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
Today I have one cash transfer for you. We need to transfer $25,000 from the occupational net profits tax fund to the 911 fund.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second on the cash transfer to the 911 fund. Is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
That's all I have for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, road work request, Tyler.
District 1, J.R. Williams Road, right there at that first tile that we put in. It's, the gravel's washing away and we just had it paved and it's starting to break off right there. So if we can, see if we can't do something about that and fix it. And other than that, continue maintenance and Appreciate everything.
What
Thank
road
Kelly.
was that, Tyler?
J.R. Williams.
J.R. Williams, we'll put that tile in.
Right, we put 2 in.
Yeah,
It's right there where the first one that we
yeah,
put in.
okay. Well, I just didn't understand the road at first.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, District 3, Kelly, everything's good. I appreciate all the mowing, all the hard work y'all been doing. Thank you.
District 4, the Jackie Dukes project, just whenever we can. I know we're waiting on good weather, but just try to get to it. And everything else is good besides the 6-inch rain we had, and I appreciate all y'all's hard work. And just continue maintenance. And have we started on round 1 of mowing yet? Okay, good deal. Thank you for all y'all do.
District 5, same thing. Seemed like I've done been to y'all 4 or 5 times since the last meeting, what with all this rain we had, and y'all are taking care of it. Appreciate it. Everything's good.
District 6, I'd asked Paul and Kelly to look at the T Graham Road, so I have a constituent on the T Graham Road that's saying, since the bypass was added in an S curve, so when you have the bypass in that intersection there on 100 and the bypass, the state will allow a road to be within 300 feet of that intersection. So they put in an S to push that road further away, and also 100 moved to the west a little bit. So when we pave, we are starting from a new starting point that is now further west, and T Graham Road, I guess officially, on this constituent property, stopped short, for lack of a better word. You see what I'm saying? Because it's moved west. So now when you start further west, it stops shorter east.
Okay.
And so they contacted me, it's like, hey, this. And my answer was, I can't, it's not a county road. Yes, it is a county road. She pulled her deeds, she pulled her records. And you can obviously see the old pavement. Kelly's been out there to look at it. Paul and I met with them. And yeah, you're right, it was paved, but that's way before my tenure. So, talking to Kelly, you know, what has happened is the starting point is moved. So what should have happened to the T Graham Road, just didn't think about it. When that was done, we should have requested some footage be added on so that the ending point didn't move. And so I've asked Kelly and Paul to just research that and see where the ending point should be. And I will come back to court and ask for that footage to be added to the T Graham Road. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
So, might do a little toss up in the air, because it's kind of hard to tell from records where it actually ended at. Because at one time it went all the way through to see dots, you know, but was that ever officially a county road? I don't think so. I remember as a kid driving through it, but it never was paved, it was just gravel. And if you have an old GPS map, you know, we not so much anymore, we used to have trouble 18-wheelers taking that route, and then they couldn't come around. So, anyhow, I just make you aware that I'll be making that request once we kind of determine how much food we have. That's the reason I'll be asking for it. Other than that, thanks for everything, yeah.
Okay, y'all heard the road work request. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Got a second. Jason? Question? Okay, I guess only question I got, are they still having trouble with big trucks pulling in there?
It's not, every year it gets less and less and less, because people are using their phones and equipment's coming out with GPS already on the equipment. So it's these people who have the old Jarman, you know, that would, you know, suction cup to your windshield. Those are the ones that will show that the T Graham Road goes all the way to C. Dodson Road. But I haven't had one probably in a year.
Okay.
You know, but, I mean, they used to pull out in the field, try to turn around, get stuff, have to call a wrecker. Not so much, and we have good signage out there now that, you know, hey, no outlets. So usually the ones that'll do it, they'll pull in and they'll see the sign and then they'll back out.
Okay, well, I knew I hadn't had a call in a while. Okay, there's no other question, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, elected officials, Phil, you got anything?
Thank you.
Morning, Court.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You report, we have 138 inmates at the Logan County Detention Center. 66 are county, 72 are state. We have 100 on the county side, and 34 of those individuals are state inmates. I've been in touch with the Commissioner's office, and hope we can get these folks classified or moved to state prisons. That would help us on the overcrowding. Any questions? Okay. We're at,
Somebody's crying about it, I don't know.
looking around the room.
Joe,
It is my fault, the child support office is doing DNA tests, so.
Just let you know, we're out picking up litter. We're at Auburn, around Auburn on 6880, picking up litter. It's, we can spend the whole time up there with the crew, picking that area up. We picked up some stuff on overpass. We picked up 20 or 30 bags just on one overpass. So I would just ask the folks to stop littering, take it home with it, put it in their trash can, if they would please. So,
I want to tell you, y'all doing a good job, and I appreciate you doing it.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It was a mess up there.
We're glad to be able to do it. I want to inform the court that vaccination for the inmates will be offered at the jail this Friday, May the 14th, at 8 a.m. by the Barren River District Health Department. So far, we have 56 inmates have signed up for that. The notice just went out Monday, so hopefully we'll have more.
Signed up to do what I didn't hear.
We get the COVID-19 vaccinations.
Oh, okay. Good.
56 inmates. They have signed up for it already, so, and it's available to the staff as well. I think most of our staff has had their vaccination, maybe a couple haven't.
I found out about that this morning, myself, that they were going to try to offer it to the jail.
Yeah, well, it's been in the works for a while, but we finally got it narrowed down when, so.
Good deal.
And it will be the Johnson & Johnson,
So it'll be the one, that's what I was
The
gonna ask,
one
if
shot.
they're,
one-shot deal.
if they're gonna be in there for their second shot.
So that deal's
But if I
About
was an
good?
inmate, I'd sign up
Yes,
for
I get it.
anything to
Yes,
get
sir.
out for a few minutes.
Well, they're not gonna get out, it's gonna be administered inside the jail.
Oh, okay.
Or the library, whichever we need to do. So, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather.
Might get more to sign up if we do that.
Other than that, that's all I have.
Well, the Department of Corrections, I'm just asking this question in general. If they get vaccinated and they're a state worker, will you be free to let some of them out to do more work, or will you still have to have a deputy to go with them after they're vaccinated?
And that's something that I can't give an answer to. That'd be up to the Department of Corrections, but I would hope so. The more people, whether it be inside the jail or out in the community, get their vaccination. I've had mine, but I still wear a mask. I think that may be more than I need to do sometimes, but I'm not gonna take any chances on my guard now. That's what we're doing at the jail too.
I knew that would be Department of Corrections, that wasn't directed, that was just
Yeah.
for information for myself.
And I wish I could give you an answer on that, but I don't know until they let me know. Of course, we keep asking for it. I sent out a plan to be approved for the state highway department, where they can cut brush along the state highway. And that has to be approved by the DOC, our local health department. And I think that has been approved, or in the process of being approved. I haven't heard anything back in a negative way, and it wouldn't be. Thing about the crews going out to work now, they've got to have a physical. Make sure they don't have any heart conditions or anything like that. So, I know that highway, that highway crew dragging that brush and stuff is pretty tough. So, but we're doing all we can do, and I think things are improving, and hopefully the more people get the vaccine, the more things can improve. It's not mandated, we can't make them take the vaccination, so I took mine. I didn't really want to. I'm doing good with that. So anything else, Cole?
We appreciate everything, Phil. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Cole.
Thank you.
Okay, Scotty.
Good morning.
First off, I need to get the fee report for April acknowledged, please.
Motion to acknowledge Logan County Clerk fee report for April.
Okay, we had a motion and second on the clerk's fee report. Is there any question? If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Golden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
On your folder, you'll have a sheet on inventory. These are items that I have, they're not in use, they haven't been for years. Just thought I would clean up the inventory list and get these surplus. They are, at this time, out at the road department barn for the sale on May the 21st. So I just thought we would get some money back to taxpayers on these items. So I just need a motion to
I make a motion.
put these.
What we need to do here, Scotty, is first surplus them, and then when they're destroyed and, or sold, we need to come back and remove them. So this is, basically, we just need surplus them today.
I just need to surplus these item numbers, and they will be sold per the courts.
Right. Oh, okay.
At the sale on May the
I make a
21st.
motion to surplus.
I'll second that motion.
No problem surplusing, but the last item should not be sold in the county. They don't have anything on them, Tom. They were for the camera system, so there is nothing, they've never been on the internet. It's got to be something, right? You're using for a camera system, it's got to be something. It's just a program to run the cameras, and the camera's gonna be in a box. So if somebody's gonna buy the camera, they're gonna, if the computer will still work, or they wanna get it working, they've gotta have a computer, I would think, to run the camera. That's the way it works. The program, computer guy, how's there not anything on the computer?
I think Thomas is saying that what's on there will be the whenever the system was shut down, whatever video feed that was recorded on the camera system is going to be on there. I guess is what he's saying.
We've never sold computers, we made it practice to never sell computers, and that we would surplus them, and then when we have our electronic day, it goes through that, because those are swipe clear, and they hold us not liable, that's the right word, anyhow, they're responsible for cleaning. Again, Tom, I agree with you on that, but in this instance, whoever buys the camera, it doesn't matter to me, whatever cost. They're not gonna be able to use the camera unless they have that program that is on that system, that computer system to run those cameras. That's just the way it's designed. At the time we bought it. So that was the reason for me to put them on the sale. Normally, I would not do that because I agree with you what you're saying. They've never been hooked to the internet as far as people getting there, put stuff on or anything, any information.
I think the question to what Thomas's point is, are the videos retained?
They're overwritten. They're always overwritten.
Would there still be some videos on the computer, because that's their concern
I
is
can't
us
answer
getting.
that question. I wouldn't sell any of it. The cameras didn't work with that towers, and the can't let the tower go, and then let the tower.
You can still sell the
and
cameras.
the radio and the cameras go to the recycling.
You can just take the hard drive
We
out,
can take the hard drive
Yeah.
out, Thomas, which
And
would
then-
alleviate your problem you're talking about.
take the hard drive out and put the hard drive in with the surplus where they destroy them. But yeah. But,
Yeah,
but
you're worth $100, you know, for us to take the liability.
it's not,
Somebody-
I'm sure what,
Bring it.
I'm sure what what we're selling is not worth, yeah, but
Either I just want you to know that's the reason I'm doing that, is because it has to have that program,
right.
GeoVision, to run that particular camera.
Okay, you gave me this, but I didn't notice that those two Feder window air conditioning, we've already surplus them.
They're out there.
The ones that's out at the road barn?
They were still on the list.
Yeah,
I want to make sure I
yeah,
have them covered.
okay. And we'll have to have the sale before we can remove them from the list. So,
I didn't have them on the list for the sale, though, so that's why I was doing that before.
yeah, yeah. I think I wrote them up myself, Scotty.
So he made a motion.
Oh, I did.
I seconded it. Now what do we need to do? Just,
Well, I made the motion, you said we had the surplus at first.
We still have
We
to,
hadn't voted on that.
these items still have to be surplus.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay.
but you might want to add, removal of hard drives of computers, before it's sold.
they're wanting to remove the hard drive, so that just needs to be in your motion. Okay, I'll second it with this list and the removal of the hard drives.
Okay, we had a motion to surplus this list and allow it to be in the county auction with the removal of the hard drive from the computer.
Yes, sir.
And then we got a second. Any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay. Steve?
I just need to get the fee reported acknowledged for April.
You just been
Okay,
too
got a
slow.
motion and second to approve the fee report for April for the sheriff's office. Is there any question? Okay, if not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, department heads. Ginger's not here this morning, so, Nathan, you,
Trying to go through this as quick as I can on the gooder pickups, just reporting what's been done in the month of April. 57 miles, around about 1,200 bags and 16 tires. Detention center crew and 6 nonprofits, appreciate their work out there. And I had that list in your folders. And recycling center, we had 14 cardboard bales in the last month. And we did, as I guess everybody knows, we purchased that new trailer from Mr. Thornton out there at South Union, and it's filling up. We've had quite a bit of cardboard come in, and it's filling up pretty quickly, and so I needed to get with y'all today. We wanted to talk about a hauler for the trailer as to taking our cardboard to the market, our materials to the market. And in your folders, I included some quotes from trucking companies that were willing to haul for us. And I believe there's 5 quotes there. And what I wanted to do is a suggestion. I talked with someone about this, and it seemed like a good suggestion to me. Was that it's in a similar way to what we do with the gasoline and the tires for the county. We approve all these quotes. And then what we would do is that we could see if a different hauler needed to be used, if one didn't work out, because this is really new territory for us, hauling our own cardboard and materials. and there could be some trial and error that come with this. And I talked with the county attorney Ross, and he was okay with it, and we just wanted to put this out to us. The quote for Owen Transport seemed to be the best. I might go with them first, but if something doesn't work out there also, then we can switch over and do something else. So that was something that we talked about, and I just wanted to see what y'all thought about that.
But I got a question. I read this last night, all this, some of it couldn't understand. Can it be hauled to different places? Or was one guy give a quote, like hauling to Nashville, and all he did was cheaper than hauling to Louisville?
That's another thing I'm gonna have to bring to y'all after this. And so the reason is we don't have a firm destination. A destination was approved by you all through what's called the Planet Recycling Company. And that destination is basically what we based it off of because that's what y'all approved. However, if for some reason that didn't work out or y'all decided y'all wanted to go another direction, I had those guys give other locations as a possibility too, because most paper mills seem to be located in the Nashville area. I got one in Bowling Green that would like it.
Right, I couldn't understand why.
So-
We haul it to Louisville, they take it Nashville cheaper, see?
Right,
Well, now they're buying this, they're paying us, right?
correct. Yes, sir.
Unless one company pays a whole lot more than the other company, you couldn't afford to haul to Louisville if you could get it
No.
on Nashville cheap.
I don't know why they gave me a quote for Louisville, but they did.
I think I did that because I just wanted a choice of different locations.
Right.
If we can make more money hauling to Louisville after the break,
Sure.
I wanted to haul to Louisville. I
It's
think I
flexibility.
the different directions. But if we, at the end of the day, if we make more dollars in Louisville, that's where I wanted a quote from.
Well, that's what I do too, that's the question I was asking.
Yeah, but that's the reason there's different locations, because I just wanted to cover our area.
So when you get a full trailer, you're gonna call the 3 paper mills, or whoever it is.
And, or whoever I'm getting as a hauler.
Yeah,
to
and
get
see
a
who
good
pays
start.
the most, and see what makes sense.
That's
We'll
not
have
what
to-
you all approved, but that would be a pretty good idea. What y'all approved was to go through the Planet Recycling Company.
Well, that was,
So-
but we got a 30-day out on that contract, and apparently
We
that's
haven't
what we
signed a
wanna
contract
do.
anyway.
We'll have to have some kind of a payment agreement with whoever we sell it to.
Sure, and that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, if y'all wanted to approve and get a contract, we could, but yeah, I mean, there'd be some paperwork even if we didn't do that route.
Well, and I think he's wanting to do it where he has options, isn't the way we have to do that now, to reject them all and let you negotiate to,
Like we do with fuel and stuff
like
like
the
that.
fuel.
Yeah.
So we could do that with the hauler and the paper mill both, if that's what y'all want to do.
It looks like
I
the
think
whole
right now,
transport.
whatever, we just advertised for the hauler today, correct?
It was just quotes is what I brought in. We didn't actually advertise for it.
But that's, however we put it out there, I think, I don't know that you can accept them all, but you need to reject them all and then negotiate with them. Isn't that the way they've said?
That sounds great to me, if y'all are willing to
That's
do that.
okay with the judge. I guess it's up to the judge.
Well, I don't see a problem with it if, we are gonna have to address this in the administrative code, you know, when we get into that.
Well, Amanda and I have been talking about doing that next month when we do that periodic review.
I would
Okay.
just put on board with Nathan a little bit, you know, one could be tied up and, you know, or something could happen. That just gives us some options to go different locations or different hauler. I'm just trying to keep our options open.
But we just make, and they say they do, we just make sure they got insurance and all that.
I think that was.
Yeah, everybody
requested.
pretty well has
That
insurance
was
of those quotes
requested.
that we got. Yeah,
They have liability insurance.
yeah. They're a little bit bigger haulers.
I'm good with it.
Everybody's good with it. Guess I'll put that in a form of motion to reject these quotes, but let you and the judge deal with individuals and confirm that they're willing to go forward with this, if what they quoted.
Well, negotiate. Negotiate's a word.
Well, yeah, I didn't think I could negotiate.
And I apologize to interrupt you, but was that for the haulers and the paper mill?
That was just a hauler
Just
right
the
now. I
haulers.
think just a haulers right now. I guess
See, the thing is, his trailer is filling up rapidly, and so I need probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks, probably have to have some kind of destination. we're
On
going
our
to.
first go-around, we could go to Planet Recycling, because that's where our contract is, on our first load and see how they pay us or how it
Okay.
works out, I guess, would be my thoughts. That's
Okay.
just my personal thoughts.
Okay.
Because your trailer is filling up, and by the time we get 2 more weeks into the court meeting, you might need to unload your trailer.
Mhm.
So my opinion is to go with the one we have a contract with. They see what we got, see what they pay us, see how that tallies out. And then the next go around, we might have to go somewhere else.
Sounds great to me.
Is that clear?
Well, I think I understand exactly what you're saying. How close are we to getting a trailer full?
About 3 or 4 weeks. We're getting quite a bit of cardboard coming in right now.
Well, the reason I ask, we might need to stockpile and start this in July, as far as the hauling, because we'll have to put a line item in the budget to be able to pay that hauler in a new budget.
I mean, are you okay with putting a lot of bales around the center then? Because
Yeah.
that was a concern before, putting a lot of bales around
Well-
the center, because it may
I
be
was
that
gonna
way.
ask, how long does it take, how many loads will we have a month?
We don't, if we get inmates, if and when we're able to get inmates back, I know that the jailer's working on that as best he can, but if that, it'll go way up. Right now, we're bringing in quite a bit of cardboard from Logan and Moon. We've got someone with a contract's bringing in quite a bit, so it's up quite a bit. I would say, right now, we're probably at about 6 weeks or so.
To get a load?
Yeah, but it would increase quite a bit more if we were able to pick up stops again around the county. So it'd go up to about every month, is what it was.
I noticed in reading that last night that one of these guys that bid on it said he needed 24 hours. Notified 24 hours before he had to take it.
Yeah, well,
I
previously.
understand that, you can't just call and say, go get it.
Yeah, previously, we've had to work with probably quite a bit more turnaround time. We needed quite a bit more time even than
Well, one of them
that.
said that, if you had 24 hours.
Right.
Where's the Planet Recycling at?
They're based out of Nashville. The mill they have is based out of Waverly, Tennessee, about 2 hours from here. So,
Okay, Mary made a motion. The way I understand it was reject all quotes and allow Nathan and myself to negotiate with the one that's available and the one that we consider that might be the most reasonable at the time. We had a second, right?
No, you didn't.
I'll second it.
Question. Okay, let's have roll
I'll
call.
talk to you after the meeting.
okay.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Okay. And the understanding will go with Planet Recycling, but maybe wait till July is kind of the thinking right now, is what I'm hearing. So, but I guess I'll talk about it with more of y'all soon. Just one more thing I wanted to mention is that I'm gathering quotes also for painting the recycling center. The exterior of it, it's pretty rough. If you've ever been out there and look at it, it's pretty rough and could use some care. And I am trying to get some quotes together for that for the next meeting. So,
Did Johnny Costello do all right with you, Thomas?
Absolutely. I had to think for a second, I was like, what?
I'll send you his
He's
contact.
done a fantastic job.
I'll send you his contact. He's here and I'm painting, so
sounds great.
I'll send you his contact.
Sounds great. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Kelly, you got anything? Jack? Okay, the ambulance service got anything to report? Okay, judges' announcements. County auction has been scheduled for May the 21st at 9 a.m. at the county road barn. Logan County Cattlemen Association is having a show day sale beginning at 2:30 p.m. on June the 1st, with a dinner at 5:30 and a sale at 6:30 at the extension office. And this is the FFA and 4-H kids that's in the steer program. Logan County Fair is scheduled for June the 21st through the June 29th, and 7 o'clock on May the 19th, we got that common ground meeting scheduled again at the lead office. So you need to make note of that. And I guess we'll get the invitations out in a day or two. We did get a little guidance from the Office of Local Government that normally we would have our first reading of the budget in this meeting, but they wanted to make sure that we had, if we could, to get that American Rescue money in and include that in the budget. Hopefully something will happen here in the next few days on the first half of that American Rescue money. So they recommended holding off on the first reading until we could include that in next year's budget. Okay, any reports at this time? Okay, citizen participation. I don't think we got any citizens here with us this morning. So we'll move on into new business this morning. The first item of new business is open proposals for inmate communication system. We got one box here from our current provider down there. One proposal, combined public communication. They're the ones that's doing it now. This was advertised, I think, right after the court. Last meeting came out, so it's been out there 14 days. I guess I want to open it.
Yes, sir. Feel you? I'm assuming they're doing a good job.
Who's it from? Who's it from? The people that's doing it?
People's doing it now, yeah.
You ready to go, Rosina?
They had waited on him to reach out to us to schedule
Fortunately. It's gonna get cut up.
Looks like they just sent 3 binders. I kind of
Same thing 3 times?
yeah, same thing 3 times it looked like. You want to look at that, Phil? I don't think this goes in effect till sometime in August. The current contract we got is in effect till some date in August, I think.
August 11th, I think is
I think that's right.
commissioner.
Mr. Kyle, Mr. Kyle,
I wouldn't know one hundred.
I'm barely, knowing myself, but I did get the price. I have to rely on the field, the system's working, and had it, the service. $20 a month already. So what you saw, Tyler?
Hold on a second. I took a picture and passed it on.
You say 400 a month?
That's the way I understood the bid. It's on the second or third page there.
Yeah.
And it said 400 a month,
Yeah.
for a 48-month contract, so $19,200.
Right.
Yep.
And then all that other detail about the system, program, how it works, and the band, and everything, you got included.
Bill, would you rather look at this a minute and let's move on? Would you rather go over it?
I would like to look at it and come back.
Okay.
Thank you. I see it again.
More down in this quarter. Okay.
Okay, the Corp just want to take a 5-minute break or a 10-minute break and just look at this, and then we'll come back together.
Awesome. Yeah.
Or do we want to move on?
Let's move on for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I'm looking
We'll
at.
come back to it.
And come back to it. Unless somebody needs to break.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Everybody else is good.
Okay, next item of business, approved government reimbursement agreement for fiscal year 21-22. AOC for the Justice Center. Now, they do come in, they do audit, they pay to the audit.
Judge, is there any difference on this one compared to last year?
Last year, this agreement was $10,850. I mean, wait just a minute, $260,850.
So
This year's agreement's $250,050.
and that's based on expenses.
Yes.
Move to accept the court facility, local government reimbursement form between Willis County Court of Justice as presented for
$50.
$250,000.
I think 50. Yeah.
Okay. Thomas made a motion that we accept the blue form. It used to be called the blue form. Thomas, reason I refer to it as blue form, it used to be blue. It's actually the Court Facilities Local Government Reimbursement Form.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion second to approve it. Is there any questions? Like I said, it's down a little bit over $10,000 from last year, but they do come in and do a court facility audit, and this can't predict maintenance issues, so they do pay to that audit, or have been. So, okay, any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is to approve the amended order for setting maximum amount for deputies and assistants at the Logan County Sheriff's Office for calendar year 21-22. And these numbers came from the budget. So if it does change, we'll have to do it again. And the reason this is amended, because Steve sent one in with the fee report.
Now, re-say it again, I'm not sure what we're doing.
We're setting a maximum amount for deputies and assistants at the sheriff's department.
You mean the most he can get, is that what you're saying?
The most he can spend for salaries.
Oh,
So the most he can spend in his budget without coming to the court for approval is $3,396,975.
I got it then. Okay, I got it.
We have
Thank
to do
you.
that for them and Scotty's office.
Yeah, yeah, I got it then, yeah.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second question now. Any more questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Did I read that number off a while ago?
yes.
Okay. Okay, now the approval of annual setting order maximum amount for deputies and assistants at the Logan County Clerk's Office for calendar year 21-22, or calendar year 21, because this is a calendar year. It's not a fiscal year. The amount is $673,763.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Next item of business, or Phil, you somewhat comfortable?
I just wanted to do a comparison to last year's contract with CPC. It's exactly the same, with no rate increase.
Awesome.
So that's what I was looking at. So they've done us a great job. So I'm good with it.
But I think I misspoke, Kyle pointed that out.
Yeah.
I don't think that charge for it, it looks like they're making money off of commission.
They do.
They may choose it,
They do.
so I misspoke. I think they value it for it. I'm sorry about that. No cost to the county.
Yeah, it's free. It's no cost.
We make money off of it.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid from Combined Public Communications for the inmate communication systems for the jail.
To give it a time period in there. 48 months, I thought.
48 months, starting August 1st? I don't see it.
It needs to be in the motion over the 48-month period.
Yeah,
I was thinking the 11th. I was thinking August 11th, but I couldn't.
okay. Where's
Well,
that
they
at?
put it in there August the 1st, so,
Okay.
you know,
Okay,
evidently, but I was thinking it was about August 11th myself, but
okay, so
but they're familiar with that.
They are.
August 1st, I guess, and for a period of 48 months.
Okay, got a motion on the floor to accept the offer from Inmate Communication System, beginning August the 1st for a 48-month time period. And we had a second?
Second.
Okay. Question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Judge, just might be, fine.
Yeah, you can keep that one, and we gotta have one for court record.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item of business is to approve the removal of an outstanding encumbrance on Logan County Fiscal Court accounting system. Back on December 11th of 2019, and y'all should have a copy of this, order number 13. Barry Wright made the motion, on the second by Jason Harper, accepted a quote from VEI Communication as professional service for repair to the north communication tower at the total cost of $42.94.80, including installation. To our knowledge, that work has never been done and we've never been billed. And so that needs to be included in the motion if we remove it. That
Okay, I'll make that a motion, maybe Janice can help me through it, but on December the 11th of 2019, order number 13, I ask that we remove that motion, order 13 from VEI Communications because the repairs were not completed and we were not billed. That good?
yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay, is there any question?
We know for sure that this wasn't put in at all? We know for sure this wasn't put in, that they didn't do it?
The only thing I can go by is Ginger and our present provider, saying it didn't look like it'd been done, and we never was billed for it.
Well, we were never billed for it. This is the type of equipment that's there now, but it could be the old equipment, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I have been up there and I've seen it, but like I said, it could be something. It could have been not never done. It was just the old may still be up there. We're fixing to not use it anyway. We're fixing to go on the internet, so
Okay, well, we according to them looking at it, it never was installed,
Okay.
and we never was billed.
All right.
So,
That's all we can go by.
okay. I wouldn't know if I went and looked at it. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about?
know what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. Y'all have understood the motions. Any more questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is dealing with Larry Blacklock, electrical inspector. And when we came out with this new contract with electrical inspectors, that they have to provide the Logan County Fiscal Court with records of their inspections. He filled out his part of it. He's showing his state building and construction inspector licensing. And he's also got his general liability.
Okay.
He's in Hartford.
He's certified in all kinds of counties. I'll make a motion to approve the electrical inspector contract for Larry Blacklock.
I'll second.
You said the electrical inspector's contract, right?
Yes, electrical
Okay.
inspector contract.
Okay, is there any question? We got a motion and a second.
Does he live here in the county or?
I don't think so, but, we've always opened it up to different inspectors. to have, the reason for it is to have an opportunity for contractors to be able to get different quotes, you know, on electrical inspection. Isn't that right, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there was no question, we did have a second. Barry, you seconded, didn't you? Okay, with no question, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, next item of business is to acknowledge the county clerk's claim for calculation for motor vehicle and boat bills for 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Is there anything,
What that means. What does it mean?
Setting the rate, which they charge for that total number of bills certified at the times 50.15.
Okay, that's what, okay.
Amount to be paid by the fiscal court says 37,605.15, $5,641. Got it here, he's still in court.
I thought what it meant for people, were people that the boats have got to pay.
Under the current statute, Kentucky statute, the county reimburses the clerk in normal situations for doing that process of the boats and the vehicles, so much per registration. They would normally put that in the budget. In our situation, being a fee pool county, it'll be a wash. The county has to do it to us by statute. I'll turn around in the next fee report, and I'll turn that check back to the court.
Okay.
We can receive it back over to the court.
Or it might be 2 or 3 months, that's what you're saying.
It'll be the next quarter, next month.
Oh,
The next
okay.
month fee report, you should see that come back as a wash. Because normally the clerks under a fee schedule would use that money to operate the office.
I got it. Thank you.
okay, is there any more questions? If not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Judge, I looked up those specific parts and there's not what's in there.
Okay. Okay, next item of business is interlocal agreement. Cooperation agreement relating to continuation of the South Central Kentucky Drug Task Force. I think basically what they're wanting us to do is pass this and then allow me to sign this, and this is basically explaining the movement of the bookkeeping and the different contributions that counties will have to make. Where we've been contributing $17,000, our county contribution will be $20,000. It talks about the initial funding being from the Cabinet of Burn JAG Memorial Program, and then and talking about the funds received for the task force will be deposited in an appropriated account at the Central County Fiscal Court. In addition to all monies received, the parties will make the following contributions. If y'all see that on page 2. This agreement shall automatically renew at the beginning of each fiscal year under the same terms and conditions unless the party be by written notice to others 90 days prior to the expiration of the current term. And then it talks about the board of directors. So if y'all want to read it over, it's basically changing the bookkeeping and dues that's paid and the continuation of the Southern Kentucky Drug Task Force agreement.
So the contribution amount is the same, 20,000 a year, is that correct?
Well, our contribution has been 17 because we hadn't furnished the bookwork. You know what I'm talking about, you know. Now we'll be moving to 20, and Simpson County will be dropping to 17.
And then what about the physical premise? Are they leaving the building?
Yes, they're gonna leave the building and relocate. Jack, if you want to speak on that. They are gonna have an office here in town.
Good morning. Basically, it's just an administrative move. Logan County was providing $17,000 in funding in a building, physical location. Now it's going to reverse. Simpson County is going to provide the physical location, and they'll pay 17, and we're asking Logan County to contribute 20. There's no billing, no utilities, that sort of thing. It's just administrative move. It's giving business as usual, just giving Simpson County a chance to host us, because it's been hosted by Logan County for 17 years. It's just giving them a chance to do it. We are going to have a satellite office here. The way we've always functioned, our administrative office was here, and the satellite office was in Simpson. Now the administrative office will be there, and the satellite office will be here. We've already secured a location here for that, but it's not a county-owned property.
Motion to accept Judge Simon interlocal cooperative agreement relating to the continuation of the South Central Drug Task Force as presented.
Second.
I'll go ahead and sign this one after the meeting, and then we got to get together and sign one total. You know, all four, two counties and the two cities have to sign one. And,
Both judges and both
and then we'll get a copy, we'll need a full copy back after that for each one of the localities, and then we'll have to send one to the Office of Local Government. That I presume that Simpson County will do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Did we have a second?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, next item of business is to discuss the transfer of the Drug Task Force 2 employees from Logan County Fiscal Court to Simpson County Fiscal Court. And if anything's done different, it's got to have some kind of court approval on it because of what's written in the county personnel policy. Is all that I can do on my own. Employees shall be paid a lump sum of accumulated vacation leave and not to exceed 240 hours when separated by proper resignation, layoff, retirement, or when granted leave without pay in excess of 240 hours. So if anything's any different, there has to be action done in the court. I know that I've talked to Joe a little bit about this. He's done a little research on it. But we want to be careful to a certain extent that we don't set ourselves up for having to accept it ourselves or pay it different now.
Yeah.
It is somewhat unique, but
So what's being asked for right here? Can somebody explain that to me better?
Our leave and sick time is always ran through Logan Fiscal Court. It's not, it's always paid out through my budget, which is Burn Jack funds. It's not county tax. I've accumulated 80 sick days and whatever vacation time I had. My secretary's got less because she's been here not as long as I had. What I had proposed, because this is kind of an administrative move and this is a unique situation, was that, and I had talked to Simpson County and they was fine with it, was that Logan County just zero us on the books and then they pick it up over there when we continue with our vacation and sick. Because it's not going to be paid out of Logan's money anyway, it'll be paid out of my budget. They don't have sick time, they have leave time, but they have a conversion where they convert it over because they used to have it and then they converted it, and they said they could do that. Fiscal, or the judge's office seems to think, or it's in the police code that according to the retirement board, vacation, well, I think they've talked to the auditors and different people, and they basically left it up to the court to decide what to do, but I think the retirement board says if an employee leaves, you're supposed to pay the.
Why don't you just let me run through it, and that way it'll make it a little bit easier if I could step up there. Essentially, when this happened, obviously, when we created the task force, it's a cooperative, so we've got all our individual deputies, so whoever Steve gives to, that's not an issue because they're clearly a elected employee. When it started, we had one basically person that needed to be the employee of the task force who would be the administrator, and that would be Jack's position now. Since that time, I guess, after it was originally created, Joyce's position came on. And this contemplation of moving from Logan to Simpson requires that they end employment with us and start employment in Simpson County, even though they are continuously an employee of the task force. By that ending employment here, that starts procedures for how we handle sick and leave time. Jack, for the reasons he stated, asked to consider doing something differently, so I was asked to research that. It's a pretty deep dive into unemployment issues, so I wanted to make sure to get insight from people who have a little bit more specialization in that, so I contacted the retirement board. The lady I talked to there said sick leave, whatever you do for them, you have to do for everybody, so because it has to be by law uniformly to everybody. So since we can't offer that to anybody else, I think we would have to follow a policy on sick leave. As to vacation time, she said they did not handle that. So I spoke to a gentleman at Keiko and just ran by him that advice and asked for if he saw any reason that we couldn't create an exception for vacation time that had accrued. He said he knew of no reason why we couldn't. He said do what the retirement system says as to sick leave because they would know best about that, but whatever you do, you would need to pass and create and amend your policy to allow that. So what Jackie would be asking you to do would be consider making an amendment to our personnel policy to allow for his accrued vacation time to be somehow transferred from Logan County to Simpson County. So if you want to give the more personal touch to it.
The way I understand it, and Joe can clarify this, sick time, I'm not going to be able to transfer that. I'm a Kentucky retiree, so I know when people normally retire, their sick time is paid into the retirement system. The way I understand it, when we leave, mine gets zeroed out because I just lose those 80 days. Joyce, because she is in the retirement system, I'm gonna have to pay her sick time balance into Kentucky retirement. And my budget can probably sustain that. It wouldn't be able to sustain paying 80 days, which I don't get any benefit from it, so I don't think we have to pay that in, just hers, the way I understand it. Because I'm no longer in the retirement system, and they pass laws saying that retired police officers can come back to work when they don't have to the employer's not punished for that. So the way I understand it, out of my budget, I have to pay in Kentucky retirement on Joyce's sick time. And normally when you leave here, you get cashed out on vacation. I really didn't want cash for my vacation. I actually wanted my vacation time because I need my time off more than I need the money. So what I was asking the court, it's not going to cost the court a dime. It's just that if I get cashed out on my vacation, it still comes out of my budget and I get the benefit of it. But then I start out with zero over there, no sick time, no days off. If the court just acknowledges that I can continue that that vacation, understand sick time's off the table, then when I start up over there, I still have my same amount of vacation time, and so does Joyce. And I pay out of my budget retirement system on her sick time, and mine basically gets zeroed out. Which I'm the loser in this situation, but I'm willing to accept that. Some people would just rather be paid out for their vacation. Like I said, all I'm asking is just to keep mine.
So, I mean, as of now, y'all are technically, I guess, employees of, or it runs through us, which you follow. That has to go through our policies. But when you become an employee of Simpson County Fiscal Court, then you go along with their policies. So, whatever their vacation time is, or their sick leave time, and so whenever you start as an employee of Simpson County Fiscal Court, I mean, I guess your vacation days will be how they do it, right? We can't really tell them, yeah, give him his vacation time.
Yes, it's just that if the court says I have to be paid for my vacation time here, I won't be able to start over there with X amount of vacation time, because they'll be getting benefited twice for the same thing.
So maybe I'm making it too simple. Why can't you just transfer your vacation? Maybe I'm missing that point.
That's what I didn't understand. I think I can, but I think the question is, if you do it for me, you feel like you move forward, the court would have to do it with everybody, but we're in a unique situation.
One of our employees in June 30th, he ceases to be, so that triggers what our policy would do, like anybody.
But if Simpson County is willing to accept, I forgot the days, but how many vacation days do you have?
It's
24 days.
24 days.
24 days.
If they're willing to accept his 24 days, which he said they were, why do we care? I know he's not technically our employee anymore, but it's his budget. We're doing this part of an interlocal agreement. We're just zeroing his vacation days out.
We can't do it without policy. I didn't say do it or don't do it. I'm just saying if we do it, we are doing something different at end of employment, which if we don't do it like that, opens the door up to other things. So we need to write a policy about why and how that's going to work. Because if we just do it,
essentially we're going to just be
just not taking his vacation.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want us to pay him for it, then we're going to not have to pay him for it.
All I'm saying is if we're going to do it, we've got to pass a policy to do it. So.
The only thing we had,
That's all I'm asking is don't pay me money.
We got to be somewhat careful that it don't bleed into other stuff.
I doubt if somebody else will come up here and argue you're not paying me my vacation. That's what I was trying to say.
Well, we had the same instance come up. A guy come out of a place of employment and they wanted us to take on his days, and we didn't because our policies wouldn't do it. So if we're gonna do it here, we're gonna back up and pay everybody that comes from another agency or department. Are we gonna pick up all of their days and pay them that they requested or not?
That's the other way around.
We're the receiving on that, I guess.
They were asking us to, hey, I got, 40 days of vacation over here, and I'm gonna transfer them to y'all. My answer would be no. But he is going the other way. He's just saying, I've got 24, and my new employer is willing to take those on. I just don't want y'all to pay me. It's going the other direction, right? If I understood your scenario. And here's what you need. This is an interlocal agreement. So I know he technically has to be somebody's employee to get paid, but we're all working in an interlocal agreement. So we are, in theory, paying part of his vacation, we're just paying it through a different entity. Our 20,000 contributions going to his budget, and his budget is paying for all things, and part of it is vacation time. I think that's what makes this situation unique, you know, where other employees who might come to the sheriff's department and is leaving another facility and says, hey, I got 2 weeks paid vacation built up, we gotta accept that, and no, we will not, you know. You start under the new guidelines of what our administrative code says. But in your local agreement, we're in this together. We're just transferring who the employer is. I see no issue with it now. If we need to cover our bases and say, because there is an interlocal agreement, I think if we make a change, it needs to state that for employees who are in a interlocal agreement situation and move their vacation days to anybody in amongst that agreement. And that would prevent that opening the door to the sheriff's department, the clerk's office, you know, the jail, the 911, you know, when we don't work under, actually, 911 to do it under an interlocal agreement, but nobody pays anything except us, so.
Well, it is an exception, and those exceptions could come to us, though.
That's the reason I'm willing to deal with it on a case-by-case scenario. I'm not for writing the whole policy, but what I can do, let's do it, but I'd have to honor Jack's request. I'm like him, I mean, if it doesn't want the money, time's more important than the older you get, and
Yes, sir.
time's more important than money, and I don't want to mess him out of his time.
Oh, I don't either. I left you a message on your phone to get asked for it. The door was locked, and I called the number on the door and left you a message a couple of weeks ago trying to sort through all of
Oh, I'm sorry, nobody told me.
That's all right. But
I wasn't ignoring you, I promise.
all right, well, I was trying to sort through this a little bit, but, so I don't know. He chose to leave us, though. We didn't want him to go. So I don't know.
But his request is not to get paid, no offense.
I know.
I'm all for that, you know, I mean, it helps.
I won't have any hard feelings whatever y'all do. I was, like I said, I thought it was a reasonable request, but if you don't feel comfortable about it, then don't vote for it. That's the only thing I can do.
I don't know what we're voting. I don't know what we're voting for. We're voting to say, yeah, Simpson County, you can give him these sick days. I mean, I don't understand.
You've got that worked out with Simpson County already.
So why is it got to do with
Those
us?
are called the judge.
I mean,
They're fine with it.
I don't understand what this has. I don't know. I'm just dumb.
I don't either.
I don't know what
What we do
this-
is not come up here and say, write me a check for 24 days.
I mean, like I said,
I mean, I think that's between Jackie
I'm not
and
gonna stomp
Simpson
the
County.
fit. If you don't wanna do it, that's up to y'all, but I didn't see it being a big issue,
I
but
think the
maybe,
worst case scenario-
maybe I'm not thinking.
He comes out ahead, he gets paid twice, you know, he comes back to us after he gets his 24 days in Simpson County, but you actually not gonna do that, standing in front of the court on record. You know, but worst case scenario, somebody who's trying to beat the system, get the 24 days in Simpson County, wait a month or two, and come back to Logan County, and say, y'all need to write me a check. Y'all need 24 days vacation.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything to vote for. I mean, I don't really
I'm gonna sit
understand.
down and talk.
I don't see anything to vote for. I mean, Simpson County, if they want to give him 24 sick days, they can do it.
Give him 24 sick days, and he's not asking for us to pay him.
And all he's got to do is say, hey, I told him not to pay me, and the county didn't have to pay me. I mean, I don't guess we've ever voted to not pay somebody. I mean, I don't know. I say let Simpson County work it out between and Jackie and the board. I mean, I don't see anything that we need to vote for personally. It's
Well,
just-
we gotta, if we do this, it'd have to be a policy change. It's basically what we're discussing.
I'm for sure not changing the policy based on one instance.
Well, we can't do it if it's not a policy change. You know what I'm talking about, you know?
Yeah.
So if an employee, we've had employees who's quit before, and without asking, we automatically write them a check for their outstanding balance.
Up to 240 hours, right? Yeah. So,
We retain their sick time.
I mean, it's just,
I'm not voting to change the one instance. I think that comes out on top, and he gets paid 24 days, and he's gonna pick up another 24 days in his new policy.
I mean, Simpson County can call down here and say, did y'all pay him for his 24 days? And she can say, no, I sure didn't. And he requested not to, and they say, okay, we'll give him 24 days. I mean,
I don't wanna open up the door for one citizen, but that's the only other option, and good for you, Jack. I want to get voted and move on. I don't want to make policy change that could, something that I can't even perceive would be a problem.
If I get paid here, I'm not gonna ask them to give me 24 days, it's one or the other.
right.
But, now, if it's that big a deal, I'll take it off the table.
All right.
I would be a little leery because I just cannot, I can't see what the next problem would be when we make that policy change. And then I also wouldn't want to make a policy change, do this, and then turn right around and change the policy. I think that's specific. Now, if we could do an acknowledgement that, hey, we have a unique situation with an interlocal agreement employee, and we're making this change, and we're making this one exception.
I mean, can we just acknowledge that can we just acknowledge, can we just,
I ain't gonna change the whole administrative thing.
can we just acknowledge that we're not going to pay him his sick day? Huh?
That's not following the policy.
I mean,
Okay. Well, he can take his money and give it to Simpson County, and they can give him 24 days, I don't know.
But since we're gonna give it to him, we're gonna follow that, that's the deal.
Joe, is there nothing that we could ask Echo that because we have this interlocal agreement?
I specifically laid all of that out, and I said if you do it, you've got to make the policy changes, you need to follow the policy, so. And I think law would require us to do that, but, I mean, it's up to Simpson County and the task force board about where to start it.
I don't know. What does this have to do with it?
It's just stating what our current policy is on people that leave with sick time. That you can
That's
pay
what's
it.
in the book, the policy book.
That's the policy. So up to 240 hours, he's got 192, I think. So he would get paid for 192.
Well,
Hours.
they'll have more than that by the end of
So if he quit,
July.
he'd get paid for it.
Yeah. But
I said, so if he quit
I mean,
or
end of June.
retired, he'd get paid for it.
right.
Okay. I don't guess there's no action gonna be taken.
But what was the deal about the other lady? What about Joyce? Hers just transfers?
Same, be the same thing. That's, Simpson County wants to, it's up to Simpson County. That'd be their employees at that point.
Okay, post agenda.
I just wanted to announce too that you probably can judge it announced,
whatever.
but June the 4th and 5th will be the tractor days at the Auburn.
Get it to you.
That's part of it.
I emailed it.
You
You
already
got it,
got
yeah.
it, but,
Okay.
be Friday and Saturday.
That's all right.
What's the days on it?
June the 4th and 5th.
What is it?
It's the antique charter show, and gas engine show in Auburn.
Didn't get to do it last year, didn't it?
They didn't get to do it last year. We had to skip last year. Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, and go into the executive session and, litigation,
Let me get my paperwork here straightened out again, Thomas.
He's got to get his paperwork straightened out. Did you make that a motion?
Under which?
ARS.
All right, this is under KRS 61810 1B, the deliberations on the future acquisition or sale of real property.
Yes, sir.
I'll second it.
Let's take a short break.
We got to
Let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden, Chick,
Yes. Okay, we're back in the regular session. Does anybody have any post agenda?
I make a motion we adjourn.
Okay.
Okay, got a motion second. Questions? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.